Personal accountability will set you free. Yeah.
I feel like 99% of these videos that I make are based on conversations that I have with my friends. But that's because my friends are very interesting people and we have very fun discussions. But the other day, I was talking to my friend about how so many people never take accountability for the role they play in their own struggles. Because we've all been this person, right?
Yeah. I know I've been that person. I've been that person for, you know, for a good portion of my life, bro. And being that person is not fun because, bro, you kind of put yourself in a jail where just like, bro, you could be free from everything that you're dealing with, the same cycle that you're stuck in. But instead of like freeing yourself, you just kind of keep yourself in the same place trying to act like you have zero control, you have no control, and that the only way out is somebody else gives you the key to set you free. But no one else could give you that key that you're waiting on to set you free. Only you can, set yourself free. And then like once you're able to like set yourself free, like you start taking accountability for the things and the actions, like for everything that happens to you, like for a good portion of what happens to you, you just realize that, bro, you never really even had change on you the whole time. The change were unlocked the whole time. It just you never went to, you never looked the other way to open it. And you never thought, okay, let me just try doing this, like to open it, and it's like boom, it's open. It's like, bro, it was that simple the entire time. And yeah, it is. It really is that simple. Like once you're able to, just take accountability for who you are, where you're at, life completely looks different after that.
Who complains about their problems, but then the second they're given a solution, doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Where you just kind of sit and you want to play victim.
And then you keep yourself in that same cycle over and over and over and over and over again until at one point you just can't take it no more. And yeah.
And you don't want to do anything that's going to better the problem. You just kind of want to sit in it and play victim.
Cause you're just so
Because there
comfortable with
has been a
it.
time in all of our lives where we have a problem and there's either a physical step forward we can take or a mindset shift we can have that's going to automatically fix that problem. But sometimes we don't do that. We don't listen to the advice of others. We don't take a step towards the solution. We just kind of wait.
It's that like you don't listen to the advice of others, and then it's like you don't even listen to the advice yourself from yourself. Cause like the stuff that people will tell you when people give you advice, bro. One thing I realize is like whenever you give a person advice, they already know. They already know that, and they're looking for another answer that just like they're just searching for something else. They're looking for any other possible way to make it easier. I know I did that, bro. It's like whenever there was a problem in my life and I knew exactly how to solve this problem, I would go and ask, and I'll tell what I'm going through, and then I'm listening for an answer. And then when they tell me the answer that I already knew for myself, it just kind of shuts me down, and I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear that shit. Give me something else. No, okay, leave me alone. And it's like, bro, and it's like you wanting to stay in that place forever until somebody just kind of saves you from that place. Like you want the easy way out. You don't want to put in the work. You don't want to go through whatever you have to go through to make it out. You just want to get pulled from that situation, saved by somebody else, bro. It just
For the situation to change. We wait for the bad people in our life to change. We don't take accountability for the power we have over our own life. Because here's the thing, to say that you're the problem is a good thing. to say that you're the common denominator in your struggles and that you have power to take a step towards a solution is not self-punishment, it is self-liberation. Because to say that you're the problem also means that you're the solution. Because who's in charge of you?
Me.
You. So if you become aware of the role you play in your own suffering, you can choose to stop playing that role and take on a new character that's going to bring you towards a life of happiness. Because self-accountability brings you happiness. Because so many people walk around with the victim mindset of,
Bro, something I realized. Okay, so like this, just hear me out. Like this is gonna have to do with what she's saying. Something I realized is like when there's people in relationships, right? There's people in relationships. There's the boy, there's the girl, or girl, boy, whatever. And like when you're in like a toxic, say it's a toxic relationship, right, bro? The one partner will blame the other partner, and the other partner will blame the other partner, and it's just literally both partners blaming each other for what's going on in their what's going on in the relationship and why they don't feel good. Oh, you don't make me feel good. Oh, you make me feel like shit. You make me feel sad. This and that. Blah blah blah. And it's just them going back and forth at each other, and there's never like a mutual understanding because they're both just blaming each other the entire time of the relationship because this person don't understand me. I wish you would just listen, and it's just that going back and forth. Once one partner realizes that like, okay, let me not blame this person, let me blame myself, let me say I'm the problem, and they realize that they are the problem, right? They realize, okay, it's me, it's not them. The only reason that they act like this is because I act like this, so it caused them to act like this. And then when they act a certain way and I'm not realizing what I did to affect them for them to act that way, and they bring that energy back towards me, I'm blaming them without ever blaming myself. So everything that goes on, it just all comes back to them and it's not going back to me. And I'm just trying to escape through whatever bullshit that's going on scot free. So it's like, once you're able to really see, okay, I'm the problem, that's when you're able to see, okay, let me start acting right. Let me start, instead of blaming them and just like making the problem 10 times worse, how about I just, listen and understand that, like, okay, yes, I'm the problem. This is how I can fix my part. And if the other partner is able to do the exact same and able to say, okay, I'm the problem also, let me fix my part. Now, if both people are able to fix each other's part, they're able to work together, and it kind of just sets the relationship free where it's just like, you're not in this cage where it's just like, oh, I wish they would listen. Oh, it's their fault, this and that. You're not in this conscious cycle of just like all that negativity, all that toxicity. Now you both are free because now y'all both see that it's not you, or it's not her, or it's not him. It's the both of you. You both have your own separate problems. You both have your own things that are causing, friction in the relationship. Once y'all both realize that, okay, I can't keep on blaming the other person and I got to work on myself, then that's where the relationship starts to feel free. You start to feel, relief and all of that, because all the things that you used to fight about and fight over, it's things that are just something that it's like a distant memory. It's like, it's not something that you fight over anymore because you realize that it's not them, it's me. And now it's like, bro, say one person in the party, like one person in the relationship doesn't realize that, and you're the only person that realized, okay, you're the problem. Say one person realized they're the problem, the other person still wants to blame you for everything. The person that realizes that they're the problem, they will also realize that the reason why I keep on falling into this, depression, this sadness, and just like I just keep on having this negative energy come out of me is because this other person keeps on blaming me for things that they won't take, and they won't take no accountability for themselves. So you knowing that you are the problem, you will say, okay, the solution to this problem is me removing myself from this relationship. And once you remove yourself from the relationship, that's where you start to feel free again. So it's like, that's why it's like, you got to realize that you are the problem. I am the problem. Because yes, you are the problem. Because yeah, maybe you do love this person and you love them a lot. You've been through a lot with them and everything. But you choosing to stay there is not helping you or them, because you're always going to be the punching bag and they're always going to bring out the worst in you. So deciding to say, okay, it's my time to get up and leave, that's you realizing that you're the problem and you are the solution. You're both. Like, I kind of gave like two examples and one example. I hope you guys were able to understand that. I just hope you guys were able to understand that.
Life is coming at me, not coming from me. Like life is working against me, not working for me. I'm at the whim of whatever the universe or God or the people around me throw at me, and I have no control in this sea of bullshit that is life. You have so much power.
So much.
Over your reality. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back. You have so much
Hey, listen,
power
listen.
over your own reality. Because your reality is just the story that you tell yourself. Because we all tell ourselves little white lies, right? We say, oh yeah, I could have gotten that award, I could have gotten that thing, but like, it was rigged. The judges just didn't like me, that's why I didn't win.
Yeah.
Or was it because you didn't actually put your full effort into it, and the person that did win first place put their whole effort into it, and you kind of half-assed it, and you got, second or third place based on your talents, but you didn't actually put any hard work into it? Because to work hard is a choice, and to not work hard is also a choice.
Everything's
and
a choice.
Think, yeah, I put effort into it, I did this. Did you do all of your work? Or did you only do half of your work and claimed that you did all your work? Because let's go back to that point. Hard work is a choice. You can choose to put your all into something, but you can also choose not to put your all into something. You can choose to fall prey to procrastination. You can choose to fall prey to distractions that pull your focus and your energy away.
It's like the phone, bro. It's like one thing that always distracts me is this fucking phone, bro. And it's like I got the choice to be like, okay, I could take this phone and scroll. I could put this phone on the table behind me so I don't ever go on it while I'm doing this YouTube shit. Or I could keep this phone right here and, leave myself, victim to being able to just fall, like just grab my phone any second and just start scrolling to it. You feel me? I have the choice for that shit. But you literally have the choice for everything. That's something I realized I'm not gonna say a long time ago. I realized that shit like once I hit like my 20s, bro, like my early 20s. I was like, yeah, you have the choice in everything. You have the choice with everything that you do. Like everything's a fucking choice. Every day you get to choose whether you have a good day or a bad day, no matter what happens during that day. No matter what happens in that day, you have a choice from the beginning of the day, from the second you wake up, to choose whether you're going to have a good day or you're going to have a bad day. The choice is yours.
Away from the thing that you really want to go for. And that is a choice. And we don't think of it like a choice. We think, oh, I put half the effort, half of my energy, half of my hard work and discipline into this thing, and that's enough. Because we like to think, oh, I gave my all. I did my all to that.
And
that's
you really
the false
didn't.
Narrative you tell yourself. It's not reality. Because again, we like to put blame on external factors.
It's so much easier.
Look at ourselves in every single situation and think, what did I do wrong?
It's tough sometimes.
The blame isn't on you. You did nothing wrong in a situation. It's not a blame game. It's more so like, what can I learn from this situation? Or what can I do to grow from this situation? What did I do wrong in this situation? Or what was I not giving my all to in this situation that I can learn from and grow from and go more? Because when you sit around and play the blame game of blaming other people, blaming your past, blaming your circumstances for why you aren't where you want to be in life. Like, come on, think about all the amazing underdog stories we've.
Yeah, bro. Like one thing I used to always blame was my upbringing. I used to always blame my upbringing on the reason why I have like anger issues. Like I had anger issues, like a lot of anger issues where I didn't know how to really control my emotions. Just say stuff that I don't really mean and this and that and blah blah blah. And it was just like I had a problem controlling my emotions. But once I got to the point where it's like, okay, I realized that I have a choice for all of this. Like it all starts with me. That's where I started to like gain control on how I react to things. Because when you just blame others for the things that happen, so you just blame your past, then you just blame your past. Then that's just you. You are somebody that will never change. You are just your past. Like everything that happened in your past is you. Like, and it's you in the worst way. Like you take all the negative pieces from the past and you use all of that to make you as a person today. When instead you can take everything from the past, like all the positive things from the past, and the positive things are the same things as the negative things. It's just you flipping the negative to a positive when you really think about it. And it's literally that can make you a person that's way stronger than the person you were back then. But when you're just taking a negative, you're making yourself weaker than you were back then, because over time your body just starts to deteriorate. Like you just start to care for yourself less, respect yourself less, love yourself less every single day. That you just hang on to things in the past and look at them as negative things in the past. It's that and the third, bro. So yeah.
Heard in our lives of these incredible people who go out and accomplish amazing things, and they started from nothing. They didn't sit around and play the blame game of, oh, I grew up where I grew up and I didn't have any money and, I wasn't talented and I didn't have the means to do this. They went out there and they did what they could every single day, and they gave their all every day, and it paid off for them in the long run because they didn't sit around playing the blame game. And a lot of people don't want to flip the script and say, the reason I'm not where I am in life is because of myself.
Mm-hmm.
That is a very difficult statement to admit to. Because, like I said before, hard work is a choice, and not working hard is also a choice. And we want to think that it's other people, our past, our circumstances that are taking away our power from us and making it difficult to work. It's not. It's not, honey, it's you. You're the common denominator in all of your failures. And even if external factors do play a role, focusing on blame is just going to keep you stagnant. It doesn't matter what was going on around you. What are you going to do now to move forward? Growth begins when you shift from who did this to me and why is this happening to me to what can I do about this? How can I grow from this? And here's the thing, no one's coming to save you. You see that door over
Nobody.
there? No one's gonna come knocking on it.
And that's why I feel like a lot of people hope for just somebody to come save them. Like everybody just hopes for a superhero. And deadass, I feel like it's because all of the cartoons and shit that we watched when we were growing up. We watched a lot of cartoons where where somebody was saved. It's not only like it wasn't only just like damsel in distress. Like it wasn't only princesses getting saved from guys like knight in shining armors, like whatever they call them. But there was shows where even the dudes were getting saved from by the girls, like because the dudes were living like trash lives, and then I can't think of nothing right now, but there would be like shit where it's like, oh, the guy would think that he's like the ugliest, or he think that he get no girls or this and that, and then a girl would just pop up and save the day and like save him from all his problems and shit. And he was like, yeah, I never thought he thought about me this way. Yeah, and like, yeah, nah, bro, life don't really work out like that, bro. For the things you want in life, bro, you always got to make the choice to go after that thing that you want in life. Because if you're not choosing you, then you're choosing everybody else, and everybody else is not choosing you. So you're kind of just like in a fucked position right there. Well, if you choose you, and you're gonna do everything you can to get yourself to the place that you want to be, you're gonna save yourself. You're gonna save yourself. You're gonna get yourself what out of whatever like predicament you're in, and yeah, you're gonna save the day. It's like, why would you not want to be the hero of your own story? You depend on somebody else, and say that person does save you. What happens when that person is gone? Like, say that person suddenly lose feelings for you, or that person suddenly dies, or this and that. Now where are you? You're in a fucked position. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to get yourself out of the situation you're in, because you never got yourself out of the situation you're in. Someone else did it for you.
Alone on this giant space rock, and you're responsible for the life you were given, okay? Some people might hold your hand, give you advice, be with you through it, but no one can take action for your own life except you. No one can make the changes that you need to do except you. It's the same principle with therapy. A therapist doesn't heal you. They don't fix your mind for you. They sit next to you and they say some words for you and they talk to you and they
They
kind of
kind of
tell you
guide
what they
you.
think is going on. But at the end of the day, it's you who has to switch your mind around. Therapists say some words near you, but you're the one that has to do the work. Same with a teacher. They give you homework, they give you the opportunity to learn, but at the end of the day, it's you who has to study. It's
Yeah, one thing I hate about I ain't gonna lie though. One thing I hate about teachers though is that they would always make you have to do it, make you have to do it their way. So it's like, bro, if you go to this one school, and this school teaches you math in this way, and then you go to another school and they teach you math in this other way, and then it's like, bro, you got to switch the way you're doing it, even though the first way that you did it was so much easier for you to do, it so much easier for you to understand, but the second way they're making you do because that's how they want you to do it, and you suck at that way, and then you're failing most of your shit. That's one thing I just hated about school, bro. It's like, yeah, I get the whole teacher, you gotta, the whole teacher, you gotta do the work yourself in order to get good grades and shit, and that's 100% a fact. But I'm just saying that part. It's like, like what the teacher's telling you exactly how to do the fucking work. Oh, you gotta show this about this type of work and da da da. Like, chill, chill. We're not using a plus b minus x squared the v and the s at Publix. Okay, we're not doing that at Walmart. We're not doing that at the drive-thru of McDonald's. We're not doing that.
you who has to get that homework done. It's you who chooses how much effort you put into that. Because every moment that you spend procrastinating or blaming others is just a moment wasted when you could have been building a solution. Okay? Like, we aren't just passive participants of our lives. We actively shape our experiences based on what we do every day and what we choose to put energy into. Are we choosing to fuel our procrastination and our victim mentality, or are we choosing to fuel our go-gettedness and our ingenuity and our attitude and our mindset? Life isn't just coming at you. You're playing a role in every single outcome. And the sooner you accept that, the better your life is going to get. And the quicker things are going to change. And the more you're able to shape the life into the thing that you want it to be. Because responsibility sounds like a really scary word. It sounds like a really...
Here's something that just came to mind. Bro, one thing I used to do is I used to look at my life as a movie. But like sooner or later, I kind of realized that that's like a bad thing, because looking at my life as a movie just means that I don't really have the control that I want in my life. Because when you look at your life as a movie, then you're not directing your, like, I see myself as an actor, like the main character. That's what I missed out. Yeah, I see myself as the main character, and even though I am the main character, you still don't have the control that you want. You feel me? It's like the main characters of every movie, bro, they don't have the actual control that they want because the director is the director, the producer, and all of that. They're the ones who, call the shots and everything. They're the one who says, okay, you do this, you do that. I want this person to play this role. I want that person to play this role. I want you to save the day. I want this person to save her. This and that, blah, blah, blah. Like, they do all of that, bro. So yeah, I got older and I realized that, like, yeah, I'm not the actor or this and that. What I am is I am the creator. I'm like the person that made the entire story. I create the story. So yeah, I'm the writer. I don't see my life as a movie no more. I see myself as, the writer, and I see the world as a movie now. It's kind of that's really how I really see it. Like, I kind of see the world as more like I see everybody as a character, kind of like everybody have their own. Everybody has their own. It's a undeveloped thought, bro. I'm still in the process. So I'm gonna just pause on that for a second and get back to this.
Really big word. But responsibility is about responding to problems instead of ignoring them. The way that you have a good life is about seeing a problem in your life and saying, I can do something about this. I might not be able to fix it, but there's something I can do about this. That's all life is. Responding to the problems that come into your life and choosing to have responsibility for those problems. When avoiding
Did you
responsibility,
just
you make
move in?
yourself powerless, and to make yourself powerless is the quickest path to unhappiness. Because when you feel out of control, it's very difficult to feel happiness. Very, very difficult. But when you embrace responsibility and understand that hard work is the only way to happiness, it is the only way to a life that's within control, you reclaim your whole life when you take responsibility for yourself. When you take responsibility for yourself, you stop playing the victim. And no one likes people that play the victim. No one likes people that sit around and say, oh my God, my problems are so big and everything's so bad and
Yeah,
everything's so horrible.
but I had to cut off so much people just because they kept on playing victim. It kind of is, it gets tiring, bro, because it's like the thing about it, bro, is like I have friends, right? I had this one friend, and she used to call me every single day just telling me about her problems and this and that. And it's always like the same problem. It's always about a dude every time. And what just pissed me off about it is just like I would give her, like, whenever she asked for it, I would listen, right? And then whenever she asked for advice, I'll give her my advice. And the advice I'd give her is just like, bro, if he's making you unhappy, this and that, and blah, and the third, and da 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 da, then you gotta choose you and this and that, and blah blah blah. But it's like every time I gave her some type of advice or whatever. I mean, I'm not saying that's the only advice I gave her, but it's like other advice. But whenever I give her that advice, she would just be like, "Yeah, you're right," and then she'll be like, "Okay," and then she'll agree right then and there. But then she'll go right back to doing the same exact thing the next day, and I'll be like, "Bro, what the fuck? What did we just talk about?" And then she'll be like, "Yeah, I get that, but I didn't." And she have some type of excuse, and then it's just the same cycle over and over and over and over and over again. And then it just gets to a point where you just kind of like, bro, you don't really want to have this person in your life no more, like constantly. Like, it's not like you want to not be friends with them, but you just don't want to have their energy around you no more because you're kind of growing as a person. Like, you're on the next, like, you're moving to the next frequency, bro. You're moving up, bro. And you don't want to stay down with this person that just stays in a negative place, and you want to be more in a positive light. And when you're hanging around this person 24/7, or like a good portion of your day, all they're gonna do is bring you down with them or keep you in the same place with them, and you're never gonna go up the way you want to go up. So you gotta let go of these people, bro. And it's tough, but it's like you have to if you want to, save yourself. If you don't want to stay in the same situation in the same cycle every single day, you gotta choose you. And Being around a person that just complains all the time, bro. Nah, I gotta let you go. Deuces.
But you know what? I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm just going to sit around and complain. No one likes that person. That
Uh-uh.
person is miserable to be around and draining to be around. And you don't want to be that person. You don't want to be the person that's constantly complaining instead of talking about how they're building themselves up and talk about the things that they're doing to better their lives. Because also, people that complain have a very negative relationship with their past. They haven't forgiven those who have hurt them. They haven't let go of the difficult situations they went through. Because at one time in their life, they were a victim of an outside circumstance and they never let go of that powerlessness that they felt. And complaining keeps you in that victimhood mentality because to actually accept that you have control and you have power seems outlandish. It seems strange, especially when you've lived your
Seems
whole
make
life feeling
believe.
out of control and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, if I have personal accountability and
Cause
self
like, bro,
accountability.
bro, our superpower is literally us having the free will to make a choice and be creative and just do all that. You realize that that is our superpower. We literally have that as a superpower. Like our brain is kind of like always thinking that like, oh man, I wish I had some superpowers, like super speed and this and that. But like, bro, we literally that's not a real superpower. The real life superpower is that we are able to use our minds to be creative, have a choice to do things. We have free will, bro. The same way that birds have the ability to fly, the same ways that cheetahs and jaguars have the ability to run fast as fuck, the same way bears have super strength, bro. It's like we have these abilities, bro, and ours is our mind, bro, and just having a free will to be able to just make a choice and change our reality to the reality that we want. We're able to create the things that we want and things that we imagine in our minds. But it seems so unrealistic to think of that as a superpower, but that's real. It's literally a superpower, bro. It's literally a superpower, bro. How does a person just paint on the fucking ceiling paint on the ceiling without going blind during the entire time they were painting on the ceiling, and then like right when they finish they go blind? That's when they go blind. It's like right after they finish everything that they wanted to paint on the wall, and that was a huge fucking painting that they put on the ceiling, bro. That's literally a superpower, bro. Like that's something that not just anybody can do, bro. You have to unlock that in your brain to be able to do something like that, to be able to just one day just say, okay, I want to make a plane, and make a plane out of pure imagination. I'm talking about the first plane ever made, bro. First plane ever made. You had inspiration from something else, maybe a bird, a kite, or whatever it was, and then you said, maybe I could build a plane, and y'all just build a plane and had a plane that fly in the sky. It's crazy. To be able to build a fucking car that can go, 120 on the road, where we have super speed now, and we can get like instead of taking an hour or 2 hours to walk to a place, it takes literally less than 30 minutes. It could take 5 minutes, bro. It's like, bro, that shit's so crazy.
Ability, I can have power over my own life?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
you can.
weird hack. And it feels
Superpower.
weird at first to say that I can have power over my life if I just control how I act and control how I think, which does take a lot of self discipline that takes time to work on, but you'll get there. And the narrative that you create around your emotions and your choices and your future is your life. What you tell yourself happened is what happened. And everyone has their own story. So you can either retell the story of your life as a victim, as a person that was stuck in bad situations their whole life and never did anything to get out of them. And if you keep telling yourself that life is unfair and you're unlucky and you're never going to succeed because, oh, life is so bad and, it's unfair and I just get all these horrible things thrown at me.
Just stay in that
Everyone gets shit
place.
thrown at them. You're not special. You're
Mm,
not special. Everyone has shit thrown at them.
mm.
You're not the only person on this entire planet to feel pain. Life is unfair to all of us. No one is exempt from the cruelty of life. It's a fact. But if you tell yourself that you're capable if you tell yourself that obstacles make you stronger and every painful situation is a chance to rise above, that's what you will become. But please, I urge you, do not let yourself fall into the trap of thinking that you are powerless.
Dude, don't do that.
There is nothing you can
Don't
do to
do
change
that.
your life, and that you are a victim of
Like
life.
you're literally like
You are strong. You are capable.
like
And you're worthy.
Nah, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Out of every person I've listened to, oh my bad. Out of every person I've listened to so far, bro, you are literally like the most brutally honest. And it literally hits different, bro. It's like you're just putting the facts out there, bro. Like stop being a big crybaby and just live your life. Take control of who you are and be who you are. Like this message was just so, I feel like it's needed for a lot of people, and I feel like this message right here would like open a lot of people's minds. Like this is like a video I wish I seen when I was like fucking 16, 17 or something, bro. Like, bro, everything you should have just fucking straight facts, man. Like you have so much power over who you are, and you're using all this power. You don't even realize how much power you have because all you do is think about the negative thing, right? You just think about the negative, and then your life becomes negative, and you don't even realize that you did that to yourself. You really don't. Because the same thing, if you just think straight positive all the time, bro, positivity would just come rushing down your way, bro. Because you chose to make everything positive. You chose positivity. You chose happiness. You chose peace. You didn't choose anger. You didn't choose depression. You didn't choose sadness. You chose happiness. You chose freedom. When you choose that, bro, you realize that, like you said, yeah, I mean, like I said before, you just know you got a choice, bro. Once you know you got a choice, bro, you're free. You're free. That's all I want to be is free, bro. That's all I want to be. It's free.